everyone and welcome to our plan diferenciado Inglés Social Comunicativo. Today we continue with the module 1 called Getting to Know You, and today we're going to be dealing with personality features or traits. These are a group of adjectives that describe certain aspects of our own personalities. Some of them could be positive, others negative, and some others could be sort of ambiguous. So I'd like to start with today's objective. As you can see on your screen, it says classifying and using personality traits for describing yourself. So this could be divided into two different mini tasks. One is dealing with classifying, sorting out, and the other is dealing with using some of these traits to describe yourself. So the idea here is that you can apply them in context. You can apply them in reality to your own features. So what are the most positive features you can mention to describe yourself? And what could be the ones that are not that positive that you can mention? So this is part of your task, and this is what today you will have to write about. Okay, so for that, I have prepared a presentation, a PowerPoint for you to see and get in touch with a big list of personality traits. So let me give you a few examples here with the ones you have on the screen. All these are traits, are characteristics, and also these words are adjectives. For example, absent-minded is used to describe a person that has the feature of tending to forget things, objects, activities they had to do, and then they forget them in the moment. They are forgetful. Then we have attentive, which is the characteristic that a person may have of willing to listen to another people, to pay them attention, to listen to their problems. Then we have bad-tempered. Definitely, this is a very negative feature. Is a person that loses control of his or her temper, so it can get annoyed easily, even without provocation. Next, we have brave. That's quite positive. Is a person that has the capacity, the strength to face problems, no matter how difficult they are. And these people go on and on with a positive attitude in mind. Then we have boastful. Boastful is an adjective that describes somebody that thinks that he or she is almost perfect with too many positive features. But again, this is a negative trait, definitely, because these kind of people tend to think that they are superior to the rest. And finally, calm, a person who is able to be at peace and transmit this peace around him or around her. So this is definitely positive. Now, in the PowerPoint, you're going to see around 60 different traits. Some of them are positive, others are really kind of negative, and others are sort of ambiguous. So that's why your first task, as you can see in the handout now that you have on your screen, you will have in the first part to categorize these traits. So I'm going to ask you to classify 20 out of the 60. So we have to choose 10 features that are positive, right? 17 that are kind of negative or not that positive, and finally 4 or 3 to be exact, that in your judgment you think that could be sort of ambiguous. So sometimes it could be positive and sometimes it could be negative. After you finish with this classification, you will have to complete here a dialogue between you and another student. So what you have to do now is to, I mean, later on, is to read this dialogue and see how the conversation flows, dealing in this on this occasion with the setting of two friends talking about each other and talking about their personality traits. So your partner here is going to talk about his or her personality traits, and he or she is going to ask you to describe yourself. So in this case, then what you need to do is to choose um, four positive traits that you consider you have, and two that you consider that are not that positive in your own personality, right? So you have to talk a little about yourself, and I want you to give me some additional information in between. So when you go over this dialogue, you're going to have a pretty clear idea of what that means. So in this sense, then you have the rubric at the end that is dealing with spelling, punctuation, coherence of the text, right? And of course, you include the four positive traits, the two not that positive, and include extra information dealing with these traits as you can see in example, right? So this is it. This is what you have to do, guys. So if you have any questions, you can hit me, and then you with these questions in mind, and then you will send me this Word doc over the classroom, uh, the Google Classroom platform, right? And you have to do this by Friday. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. Do your best and enjoy the day. Thank you very much.